There's no such thing as one best music streaming service. Most of these apps are designed around the same principles and provide access to a huge music catalog. Pretty much none of them are paying artists properly, yet nearly all of them are steadily raising prices. If you've used one to build up a library over the years, that one is most likely to be in tune with your musical tastes. That said, if you've grown tired of whatever service you use today, we've spent months getting to know all of the major music streamers, feeding them similar data and taking note of how they adapt to our preferences over time. While the broad strokes are similar with each, there are a few key differences in the margins that might sway you from one app to another. We've highlighted the best music streaming services on the whole and broke down where they excel and fall short. Our list of the best music streaming services in 2025 starts now. First, if we were forced to pick one music streaming service to recommend to most people, it'd be Apple Music. Unsurprisingly, it's especially convenient for people who use an iPhone or other Apple products. You can favorite songs right from an iPhone's lock screen, control your library with Siri, quickly share or share playlists through iMessage, and subscribe as part of an Apple One subscription. The app is available on just about every Apple device, and the interface is consistent throughout, whether you're using an iPad, Apple TV, or CarPlay-enabled vehicle. What gives Apple Music an edge is the way it emphasizes curation. There are diverse, regularly updated, and editor-picked playlists all over the app. Many artist pages will spotlight the act's essential works and deep cuts. Their albums are listed in order, and popular records are often accompanied by a thoughtful review. There are still clear downsides. Only Spotify is compatible with more third-party devices and platforms, but Apple Music inevitably works best on Apple's own stuff. Apple Music's price, $11 a month. Next, Qobuz is worth a look for audiophiles who want a more curated music service and don't want to funnel extra cash into tech giants like Apple or Google. Even more than Apple Music, it comes off like the streaming equivalent of a friendly music nerd. The top of the app greets you with a hand-picked selection of recent albums, while another section further down spotlights up-and-coming acts. Tons of records, new and old, come with liner notes like reviews. A magazine tab offers a stream of fun articles as well. Still, this sort of anti-Spotify approach has its shortcomings when it does have to algorithmically recommend music through a track radio, for instance, or its personalized weekly queue playlist. Its selections aren't bad, but they're usually less adventurous and far-reaching than what you'd get from certain alternatives. Qobuz's price, $13 a month. Moving along, if you're really into YouTube, you'll like YouTube Music. It comes included with a YouTube Premium subscription, which removes ads from the video site, allows for offline downloads, and enables background playback for $14 a month. Those are significant upgrades on their own, mostly because the experience of using YouTube with ads is so mind-numbingly terrible. Plus, there's a full Spotify competitor on top. If you already spend a ton of time on YouTube, this should make Google's music service the best value by default. As with Apple Music, YouTube Music lets you upload your own music files. It's also one of the better options when it comes to surfacing new artists. It's far more focused on algorithmic suggestions than Apple Music, and it's not immune to repeating song recommendations if you use it long enough. How much does YouTube Music cost? $11 a month. Our list of the best music streaming services in 2025 continues with Spotify. Spotify is hands down the most popular music streaming service, and as such, it's available on the widest array of devices and platforms. A Spotify Connect feature makes it a breeze to move your stream from one device to another without losing your place. It also has a decent free tier. Not good, mind you, as you still have to deal with ads, limited track skips, and no offline downloads, which provides access to most of the service's social features and gigantic music and podcast catalog at no cost. Those social features are another area where Spotify excels. You can follow friends, discover and collaborate on other people's playlists, and easily share your own mixes. You likely know about Spotify Wrapped, which remains a certified big deal every year. With many artists, you can also view tour dates right from the app and find links to buy tickets and merch. Spotify's price, $12 a month. And finally, it's Tidal. Tidal is something like a half step between Qobuz and Spotify. Like the former, it offers lossless streaming and high-res FLAC files for no extra cost, and it focuses on curation and editor-led discovery features more than most of its peers. Past reports have said it's better about compensating artists than competitors, and it takes care to provide extensive, interactive credits for most tracks. At the same time, it isn't as aggressive about downplaying algorithmic suggestions, playlists, and more mainstream hits. It's $2 cheaper than Qobuz per month, and its UI is much less cluttered than Spotify, so it's a fine compromise if you're passionate about music but don't want to give up features common in modern music apps. The price of Tidal, $11 a month. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Jeff Dunn and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and as always, we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.